Hello there, and welcome to Master of Chess, dear friends and deep thinkers. I've discovered this game a while ago, and I've tested it, and now it's in a good state. The start, not everything worked like 100%. Not every feature. The core game worked excellently, and it has been developed further and further. There's also a Discord for it, everything like that. It's a charming little game. As you can see, Master of Chess is about chess. So it's about playing a chess player that plays chess. That sounds kind of weird, right? Because it's a role-playing game. So you choose either one of these guys, or you create a player, which is, of course, the sweet spot of everything. So you're playing the career of a chess player. You can be two genders, you can randomize your character. You can start somewhere, let's start in the US or something. I think many people are watching from the US, so and U is down there, United States of America, right? Then you have this. You can give him like ELO. ELO represents your skill in chess, but you have all the points here too, right? So here, this goes together, right? So, but in the game, this will be like a part. You will have an ELO, and you will have that strength, and you can distribute the strength like to different. I can see here where you get better, right? The higher your tactic skill, more often you make optimal moves in the game, because you can simulate games, and then it will play with the help of an open source chess program that is pretty good. It's like in the top 10 or top 20 of chess programs, which is really, really pretty damn good. It's better than the world champion by far. So it will determine what is going to be played and so on. And you have the choice to interact with playing chess at key moments, or you can also play the whole game yourself while using your player to get tips. And these tips are determined by what you can do, right? Let's say you're in an end game and you're really good at end games. Like, let's say you're super good at end games, right? And then you'll get great tips in end games. But if you're not good in end games, you might get terrible tips in end games. Not really mistakes, but just not good tips. Just not like bland moves. You will get bland moves then. So the fun thing, as in any of these, is of course start at the bottom and like start the youngest. So we'll start the youngest that we can. And I just want to demonstrate it. Oh, look at this. Right? Look, all points have been assigned. How can we... Yeah, we want to be like at the bottom of everything. So we're 9 years old. Well, no, we're again so strong. An old 9 years old rising star. Now at 700, you're not really a rising star. At 700, you might have learned a little bit of chess and played some games online, right? That's about the strength that you can expect from a 700, that you're not going for like a shepherd's mate or something like that. So that's also the sweet spot, because then you can use also the game like to play things yourself. And you will not only get to play yourself if you want to, but as I said, you can also simulate everything and just play it as a strategy game, and not a strategy game, in a strategy game too. You will also get some chess puzzles. So if you want to solve these chess puzzles, you can solve them, and you gain extra skill points for that. That make your player stronger, so he can win better. And with winning, you can win tournaments in the game. You have to pay for these tournaments, like you have to pay for your participation in the tournaments. Let's make this. This looks a little bit like Gotham Chess. If you know Gotham Chess, like he's one of the top guys in the community. of chess right now. Like he's the best chess teacher out there, or the most popular at least. So let's choose this guy who looks a little bit like Gotham Chess. Here we go. So we're like Gotham Chess. This is like, there's these little quotes from old chess players. They're kind of fun. So there's a lot of things you can see here. You can participate in some chess tournaments. Now we're at U10. U10 means under 10 years old. And we will probably be at youth tournaments first. And as a youth, you get an allowance. Like you get an allowance every month. You get 88. Right? And there's sometimes opportunities you have to pay like 100 or 200 to learn some more chess. And then you'll get extra skill points. And there are the chess puzzles. Of course, you can get like some kind of free chess engine to solve these chess puzzles for you. And in that way, you can optimize your rating gain if you really want to do that. Or you can just, like I do, use them yourselves. Then there's openings. Openings will become available after your first tournament. Yeah, you get basically some kind of technology points, openings points. And then you can save some openings in this. And like in the game, if you play the game yourself, then these will be like your proposals that the engine makes you. Like you can basically note down your openings and then they'll be ready for you. So you don't have to remember them. This is pretty funny because I personally have been looking at chess for a while again because my son started. Yeah, I have a very young son. And for some reason he took up chess and, well... So, as a father of a chess-obsessed kid, I looked for a way to get better because I can tell you that toddlers that take up chess and take it seriously and even join the local chess club get better at a serious pace. So, I have to learn all these things now. And this program makes it really funny to play, and if you want you can learn chess. If you don't want, you can just simulate, feel the world of chess and what you have to do to gain money. You can see here like there's a prize fund here, but if you win this tournament here, that's the U8, we won't be able to join here because we're too old. But if you win like the U8, you won't get 500. You will get 150, as you can see here. So that's really not much because, as you can see, you have to join some tournaments. You have to pay money. So if you join like this tournament, for example, and get the first prize, you will not even come out even, which is kind of really terrible. So you have to really know what you do. So that's the strategy layer about this. What I just want to show you is like how this game works, and there's the settings. Well, let me show you the settings. There's not much of a settings. Wait, yeah. So you can different settings here, but there's also simulation settings that we will see later. Well, now let's just play next, and then we can see, right? There's the tournaments, there's information, you'll have like titles, trophies, you'll have the world, you can see the world. There's some people that are really strong. This is about the strength of Magnus Carlsen, the best player in the world right now. And this guy is about that. So, and that's the world champion here. He has 2,800, which is like in the world too. And there's also some of these things like GM. GM means like you're a grandmaster at chess. So you can gain titles here, all right? And if you have titles, you get access to some more tournaments. So that's really the great thing. You basically unlock more tournaments like this thing, like 70,000. And if you have access to more tournaments, you can really win things, right? Here, for example, here, if you join here, this is an invited tournament. And you get at least 3,500 if you get 5th. So that's really good. And yeah, there's this national tournament. Of course you can cheat, as I said, with a free chess engine, you can basically win everything like this. But the fun thing is, you'll play against an engine that simulates players of the strength that you have. So if you're starting like here at 700, we will play against someone. And you can see here, that's the options. There's key moment sim, there's the full match. I like to do the full match, or you can simulate match. Now, against Michael Wood, this is an exceptionally strong player. As you can see, he's 1,700 nearly. He will beat us left and right, and he's also 9 years old, so he's terrible. So if we simulate the match, we'll have no chance in hell, right? We have a 1% chance maybe. If we use key moments, maybe it's better, but I doubt it because we'll be in terrible positions then. So to have a chance here, we will have to cheat or play the full match. I'll just choose the full match to show you how I do this. And let me give a moment, because I have purchased an opening book, an old opening book, like second hand. So I'm not completely clueless what to play as the first moves, because the first moves in chess, you have like the most possibilities. So this is my kind of cheating. I use an opening book. Because otherwise I'll be completely out of it. And there's some platforms like Lichess where you can also look up the most popular moves of the top players right now and just play these if you want to learn the openings, right? So as you can see here, match is simulated except the crucial moments of the game. Of course, I think if you have like equal opponents, you will go for key moments simulation. If you're overwhelming and you want to speed it up, like you can simulate the match to result, but sometimes there's upsets. Even with 10%, you can XCOM lose, like something like that. Full match playthrough is playing the whole match. It's probably the most interesting thing. And personal things, like there's also your trainer where you can do the puzzles, and every month there's a review with some puzzles that will gain you some playing strength. So let's see what we can do together here. So don't get me wrong, I mean if you look up an opening, that will give you some serious strength at the start. I mean, of course you have to win the game and things like that, but yeah, we'll see how this plays out. And what color we have, I think we have black. No, this is still embedded. Okay, this guy has white, we have black. So we'll have to answer for his challenge. There's more that you can do here. There's no AI help, there's AI validation, there's full AI. You can have an evaluation sidebar. I don't want that. That's not fun for me. AI opponent resignation possible. Let's not do that. That's also not fun. There's move sheet. Display threats basically gives you the option, like you see what is directly threatened, like, but only the first move. I don't know what this does. Validate moves by characters AI. I don't know. Opponent speed should be high, right? So here we go. We're gonna play the match, and he's playing e4, and you see we have time and he has time. It's like classical movement. So and what this does is it gives me. I don't want to be stressed so much. Come on now. So king's pawn opening. This is probably the thing, right? And he thinks a bit and sees like this is a good move. So, and you can, if you click here, we can use some extra energy to get a tip. I'll demonstrate this to you here. In this position, I would move a bishop. If you click again, you use more energy. The best move is bishop d6. This is not a good move because, like, you cannot move this then. Like this blocks basically the movement of this pawn. So because we have 700, we get not really the greatest tips, right? So we're just going to move this, which is like normal variation. Now we have the Italian game. We're just going to play Italian game moves, which I get from my opening book. That is like, I think it's 20 years old or something, but still in a good condition. And he's playing c3, which is, in general, I think it's probably a good move. Like, you want to get like this d4 up, right? You want to get the center. So in chess, it's about the center. In this game, it's also really a lot about chess. So if you're interested in chess, this is really a fun game to play. And we're also gonna look that up. What are we gonna do against this? The opening book says we should develop the knight, and this is obviously kind of good. Yeah, now moves forward. We have to take this, because otherwise everything will be terrible. He'll probably do this. Yeah. Exactly, now we have to kind of do this and exchange that bishop. Otherwise, like, the center we will be mowed down in the center. And if he wants, yeah, oh, he wants to go away. So this is something I don't really know well. So now I'm out of my opening book, and I can definitely fail now. So the question is what to do now. I don't think it looks really that bad with us. We can develop something here, or we could like castle. I think I feel better if I develop something. Here we go. Yeah, he's taking that, and we're taking that back. Yeah, he checks that. That appears to be a precise move, but okay, our guy is 700, right? He's not a good player. Now he's attacking us here somehow. He's threatening this and winning this somehow. So we can do a couple of things. Like if he castle, for example, he can move here and threaten mate already. But that's probably not that bad for us. So we'll do that. We want to develop, right? That's the best way to win. Usually at the start you develop. H3 doesn't seem to be a good move somehow. So why is this? I mean, he should play 1700. That's probably, yeah, he should be good. But I don't know if this is really the best moves. But okay, it's 1700 is probably also not the best moves. So the question is, what are we doing here? We want to develop pieces. Developing pieces means like you put the pieces in action. And I think we've gotten some time while moving. And that's a new thing in chess. That there used to be like clocks, and the time would just go down. But these days you get an increment, so you get a bit of time every move. So the question is, what are we going to do here? This seems totally... I've never seen this, but... So we could go here. No, that he would take that, right? We could go here. I don't feel at home with these positions. I don't really know what to do. We could move the rook here. Maybe this is good. I don't exactly know what to do. Also want to get this guy into action. That would also maybe help somehow. I think I wanted the rook here. Here we go. I think like if he moves away with that knight, we threaten checkmate. That seems to be good, or isn't it? Now he's moving here. Wants to get the king to safety, I guess. I think I want to get here, but you need to get rid of this guy. He's positively terrible for us. It's kind of weird, right? And if he moves here, then we'll have a threat here. So maybe if we move away here, he moves here, we can take. So why not move back here? That seems kind of weird, but then we can take here. That would be cool. Okay, so he takes this. Now, if we take here, maybe we can get a pawn. We'll see. Pawns are great. I mean, he will probably take like this. Yeah, he takes like this. Now we can't get a pawn. But maybe let's do this. We threaten to take the bishop then. Okay, so he's moving there. If we take, I don't really know what happens then. Well, we can move here and drive away the queen. That seems like fun, somehow. We can move here, then he takes, we take. That seems like a cool move somehow. Because we have the knight better again. I mean, like we're moving back and forth. Yeah, he takes this. We take. Now we threaten to take this. And then we can take here. I think that's cool. Here we go. Let's take this. And oh, it seems like here's sometimes the engine makes a mistake. Like the thing is, this is still in early access, and this doesn't really play 1700. 1700 would probably have taken here, but he didn't now, and so I think we can just do this or something similar. And now we're in a really good spot. Now he can move away here. Well, I don't know. Yeah, he might move here. We'll just take this pawn. Why not take the pawn? He is attacking, but we're also attacking. I think this is good. Oh, we're attacking the queen and the rook. That is called a fork. Now we can... Oh, look at this. We can even give a check here, but then we would be threatened. So that's probably not the best. We'll just take this rook. He's developing his knight. It seems like we're not in danger. So as you see, this machine is definitely capable. And I've lost some games like against above 2000 with a low rated player, and they've definitely played really, really super good. I couldn't even, and like this, I think this guy now, because there's not perfect simulation, as I've said, plays more like 1000 maybe. I don't know. Plays a little bit like my kid, maybe a little bit not as good as my kid. So I have a good chance. I have a good chance. We can, yeah, we'll have to see what we do here. I think I want to go back, like bring this guy to safety and then move this thing back to safety too. That wasn't too good for me, I think. Now, yeah, we need to do something there. But what? We can go here. Yeah, maybe this is a good plan. Look at this. This is my trap. If he takes, I take. If he takes, I will go here. Maybe this is a trap. We'll see. Maybe I will lose a piece. Yeah, he cannot take this, because then I have to give check here, and I can give check with a queen here, and maybe this is terrible for him. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's give some check. This looks promising. He might move here. And now we might have another check. Maybe let's move here. Maybe we can get closer by doing these checks. Ah, okay. Well, yeah, this seems okay. Now this is safe. Let's see. We can threaten something if we move here. We threaten a checkmate with taking with queen here would be a checkmate because he cannot move anymore. So that's good for us. So he cannot really move away now. But what to do now? He has counterplay. You can go here. We can move our next rook in. Maybe we can get here. Oh, he goes here. But I can take here. Haha. Oh, he's moving away with the king. We're moving in. Attack! Oh, he's now... he's seriously. We have one guy on this. 1 versus 1. 1 versus 1. 1 versus 1. So there's enough here to hold this. So what can we do? I think we will do this. And this guy is not threatened, so we can maybe do more. No, we can bring that rook in here now. Give a check. And the king has to move away. And now, can we give another check? No. No checks here, but we can take this. I hope he cannot come here. That would be devastating for us. We can go take this, I think. Yeah. Oh, we might lose something here. We'll see. Oh, but he loses something now. Because he takes with the queen, and we take here. Oh, now he's completely unhinged. But maybe we can give a checkmate quickly. How good would that be? Maybe we cannot do that. I'm unsure. Let's see. Let's be brilliant. Brilliancy. Here? Is that good? I'm not sure. Can we give more checks? I don't think we can. We could go here. Nah, that's probably not that good. Let's take this. Let's not be too brilliant. And now, if we give a lot of checks now, we should be able to mate him. Here we go. Check. Eventually, we'll be mating if we check all the time. Check. Ha! It's checkmate. So we won against this guy, and as we have such low rating, and he has high rating, we gain a lot of rating, right? 21 rating from this win. So this is the part of the simulation. So I've seen we can propose moves, let us get proposed moves. They are not necessarily good when we have 700. We can just play on, and it's like it's a mixed strength. It's not like he's a 1700. But he's definitely stronger than a 700 or something. In the first tournament, you get pretty strong opponents sometimes. And we can check here a little bit, right? If we have made mistakes, that's the number of mistakes. That's blunders, that's heavy mistakes, that's decent moves. So that wasn't that great. Let's see what was not great. Knight of 6. Yeah, that moving back. Yeah, I wasn't sure. And as you can see, this is Kaiser. Kaiser is a very good chess program, as I've said. Run on my computer, it has somehow a strength of like 3,200 or something. So far above any human player. I would propose to go back here. The other would also be good, I think. Threatening that guy. I just wanted to be safe here. But being safe is sometimes not optimal, as I see. So then we have taken like the knight here, but as we can see, he wanted to take here. Wow, what was that? So if we take here, He takes back. What then? Maybe we take. Yeah, I don't really understand this. Why should we take here? Like takes. What is it? Right? What would be? I don't really understand this. For me, this is a bad move. For me, this is somehow a bad move. Like this threatens something. This threatens to like take this and then go somehow here. He wants to get this away, and maybe this is some kind of checkmate in some kind of computer wizardry. So, yeah, you know how these engines are, right? And this is how the chess engine ever evaluates this position in centipawns. Centipawns are like parts of a pawn. A tenth of a pawn is a is it that? Yeah. 1.5 represents white advantage of 1.5 pawn. As you can see here, minus 2.49 means like that we roughly have an advantage of 2.5 pawns as black here. So that because we have such a much better position here, right? This is a much better position because he's boxed in, his rooks do nothing, and we have connected rooks and everything. So yeah, that's our review. And the funny thing is, yeah, you can even copy a PGN of the game to clipboard. PGN, that's like a chess format for games. Like if you play a game, you can have a PGN, and that PGN can be imported into like popular chess programs, into lead chess, and so on. And you can look at it with a chess analysis engine if you want to, or you can like print it out and show it to your friends, things like that. So that's really fun. So you can, if you want to, if you use it like I do, like I like to learn new openings with this thing because I get kind of good opponents that challenge me after a while, and it's motivating for me to play up, right? It's always like that's the charm of RPGs. And I'm playing a chess player that plays it. I don't have the pressure of online gaming. I like to play online games sometimes, but I get so nervous. So I'm playing this sometimes. I look at this. It's still calculating. It's at depth 31, something I could never reach. I can maybe reach 2 moves or 3 if I really concentrate on it. But that's the fun thing about chess. Like it's learning, and Master of Chess gives you that. And now you're next in the Morphy Cup. We can look at the Morphy Cup. You can see this is the thing. It has a reputation. I don't really know what the reputation still does, but maybe it's about the prize fund. Right? If we win this tournament, we get 420, which is pretty good because we have like 606 now. We have the costs, we have expenses, so we have to pay for attending this tournament. And we also have to pay for traveling costs, and this represents that, 140 costs. That's very usual for chess tournaments, that you have to pay for it yourself, except if you have like a real title. Now, these guys also have little titles, as you can see here. It says, like a player at ELO between 1,200 and 1,400 is said to be a D-class chess player. And you see that we have a B class here, E class, there's probably also, we are a beginner, between 600 and 800. We're a beginner, but a good beginner, right? So there's a lot of beginners in this tournament. As you can see here, beginners. And then there's this guy who, the total outlier, and Rose Walker and Stephen Kim too. They're really good. They're just the best in this tournament. They are probably more talented than we are. We'll just have to make do with our personal ability or with the help of a chess program. This has 5 rounds, so if we have like 5 points in this 5 rounds or so winning all the 5 games, we may have a chance at winning the tournament, or even with 4.5, which means we make 4 wins and a draw. So that's the Morphy Cup. Morphy was like a really good chess player around 200 years ago, who was thought to be the world champion then, But there was no World Championship organization. Now there is, right? And the most famous guy you've heard from there might be Magnus Carlsen, who is not world champion anymore because he said he's bored because there's no one really challenging him. So, he just basically said he's too good, he wants new challenges. And yeah, he's still playing chess very successfully. He's still on top of the rating list, but he's not world champion anymore. It's Ding Liren, a very, very friendly Chinese guy. He's at the top of it, but he's currently on a losing streak. And there's someone called Gukesh, a very young Indian guy. I think he's 17 or 18 years old. He's now challenging him for the world title, which is exceptional because I think he's the youngest challenger for the world title ever, right? So there's really something shaking up now. And I feel it because, as I said, my formerly toddler now, young school kid is also challenging me, and I feel it. So as chess is fun, I'm playing a bit around with this thing. And yeah, you can see we can have tournament history. There's a lot to be done. We can see if we can get titles. And it has the titles system of the World Chess Organization, FIDE, integrated. You get you need an average opponent rating. And you need a couple of norms to qualify for this. And you need to pay a little bit. And so it has all of that integrated so you can experience the world of a professional chess player, or as someone who's just starting out, as I do here, yourself. And I think it's very, very fun. And I'll probably be starting a Let's Play of this, an irregular Let's Play, because I have a lot of Let's Play going on that is already challenging me. But as I play this anyways, just to get a little bit better at chess again, to be able to help my kid get better, I'm going to be posting something from that from time to time. And I propose, if you're interested in chess and also role-playing games, this is, I think, a very good game. It is very simple, as you see, but it's getting developed further and further. It really works well. It hasn't really. Oh, look at this! We can even cut our hair here. It has really, it's really been consistently developed for nearly half a year now, and I think it's super fun to play over the course of time. As I say, the prerequisite is you kind of like chess and want to do some chess puzzles from time to time, or you want to simulate something in the typical fashion of you're an esports player and you improve your esports player. You can see there's also motivation here. If you play good in a tournament, if you are over your rating in a tournament, so if you play better than your rating in a tournament, your motivation will go up. You play worse than your rating in a tournament, your motivation will go down. And the more motivation you have, the more skill points will be generated. So, as you can see, winning is a multiple approach. Then we have also gained some skill points, as you can see here. Every month there's a reassessment of our skills, and you do some chess puzzles, and you get some bonus skill points from the chess puzzles, and then you can use these skill points and improve your capabilities there. What has just risen is only our ELO rating, but how you distribute the skill points determines your future strength. So that was all about it. Of course, you can also save the game. I've tried out a little bit. I hope to have given you a short overview of this game, which is really, really fun, and the developer in the Discord that you can see here is very responsive. and has promised to integrate a lot of things there. So what is also interesting, I should say, yeah, you can say this is only a flag, right? USA. But this is not only a flag. They have really taken steps to kind of simulate the environment of chess in different countries. I have seen, like, there's a different accessibility if you start out, for example, in Germany than in the USA, or if you start out in lands like, I don't know, let's say Canada. There's more travel costs and things involved, and there might be less tournaments. So this is in a way, the difficulty. Like in USA, it won't be a problem to get around and get enough tournaments. Even less in Germany. But if you play something like in Canada or in, let's say, Argentina or something like that, in these far-flung countries that don't have a super big chess community, then it will be really a lot harder to start out before you get access to the international playing field. And the international playing field, you will get there if you have like 2,100 ratings. So it will be a little bit of work. So, but as you see, you can start out like any way you like. As you can see, you start here. You can start out with someone who's already pretty good and only 11 years old. Like, this will be a phenomenal rating for someone 11 years old. Like Mia Stephenson. Or you could create a player that is super strong. Just like this, maybe. And still, like, depending on your age, you can make this guy stronger and stronger. You can start out with a fixed rating, but the highest that you can start with is 2,400. You will not improve much if you're older. You will be able to improve much if you're younger. And you can also like mod this, like as you can see here. So you're even a little bit... yeah, you can start out at 8. So you have access to some under 8 tournaments even. So that makes it even a little bit easier to gain a lot of rating. Like if you start out at 8 years old with 1,650, you have the world open to you. But if you start out with like 700, like for example my son did, around that, then it's going to be really hard, but it's also a fun experience to play this up and a fun challenge. And as I said, there's a lot of things you can do. There's fun settings here. It's not the most fancy thing, but there's definitely some character to this. And yeah, whoever you are, you'll be able to nearly set everything as you wanted. So thank you for watching. Happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. Have a great time until then, and happy gaming. See you soon. Maybe with another character. We'll see. Someone really into chess. See you soon. And until next time, have fun. Happy gaming.